Hi, welcome back to my channel. So in this playlist, I'm going to tell you everything about business pitches from A to Z. I'm going to talk to you about what is a business pitch, how to actually write your own business pitch, what does a business pitch competition look like from a judge's perspective and from a competitor's perspective, and give you examples based on my own experience of coaching business pitches over about the past 6 years of what works and what doesn't work in a pitch competition. Now, when I said there's going to be about 22 videos in this playlist, don't panic. Some of these videos are very, very short, just a couple of minutes, giving you some quick ideas. To actually watch this whole playlist, you're looking at somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on how many times you kind of need to rewind the playlist itself. Okay. Those of you that are my students, or those of you that are going to be judging in any of the pitch competitions that I host, will find that the order of these videos roughly corresponds to the rubric that I have provided you. So, as I mentioned, this is going to be the intro video to this playlist, and I'm just going to tell you about what to expect in all of the videos in a sentence or two. The second video that you're going to see is what is a business pitch competition. I'll begin by talking about actually what a business pitch or an elevator pitch is, and then talk to you about what to expect during a business pitch competition, whether you're judging a competition or whether you are competing in a competition. The third video, I'm going to talk about the real broad brushstrokes of things not to do. There's many, many things not to do, but we're going to talk about the most common mistakes. And then you'll notice that my approach in pitching is a little different than other people's approaches. And I've built this approach based on judging, organizing, and coaching entrepreneurs for business competitions, business pitch competitions over about, gosh, I guess we're looking at about 6 years. Okay, so my approach is a little different. Instead of focusing on a lot of hardcore theory, a lot of hardcore science, a lot of hardcore numbers, I say, put that in the business plan itself. Let's focus not on selling the steak, but let's focus on how to sell the sizzle. So I use a lot of metaphors throughout this video series and throughout my coaching to kind of help you better understand exactly how to express yourself a little better during a pitch competition. And of course, I'm kind of into literature and theater and movies, so I kind of use a literature, theater, and cinematic series of metaphors to kind of help guide you through business pitch competition. So I start off with setting up the show, right? Giving all that background. So establishing your plot or your setting. And this is where I'll basically talk about how you establish a background. Think of like props on a theater stage or the background narrative. I'm going to teach you how to do that, but for your business pitch. Help you understand how to establish the character that you're going to play, the role of the nascent entrepreneur. Then we'll talk about how you invite the audience into a pitch. Watching a business pitch is quite frankly like watching a movie. You want the audience to relate to whatever you're saying or doing, just like you do if someone's watching a movie. And then I'm going to teach you how to make it memorable. Okay? A lot of people say, give a very flat, kind of monotone pitch. I say no. I'm going to teach you exactly how to use emotion effectively in your pitch. I'm going to talk to you how to use morals and ethics in your pitch. Okay? This is really, really important. Talking about very broadly defined the use of facts, such as generalized experiences as opposed to a lot of really specific discrete numbers that can kind of be a little overwhelming. I'll teach you how to use metaphors, arguably one of the most important skills that you're going to need in a business pitch competition, because people may not remember everything you're doing, but they'll remember catchy slogans and metaphors. And then I'll talk about things that you need to do for successful execution of a pitch. I'll talk about the importance of eye contact. I'll talk about some paralinguistic codes, things like the tone of voice that you use for your pitch. Talk about how to use empowering language, making the audience feel like they can really contribute to what you're doing. Then I'll talk to you about the use of effective body language. Instead of standing, just as stiff as a board, using your hands, kind of dancing around a little bit. These are all good things to do. And then I'll talk about how to explain the future of your business, especially where the pitch judges fit in. And I'll talk about what I call a Hegelian dialectical approach to problem solving, although you don't need to know that it's Hegelian dialectical. But basically how to set up your problem statement, how to contextualize that problem statement, and then how to explain how your business solves that problem. I call this thesis, antithesis, problem, solution, And then incorporating the audience is the synthesis of the problem solution with the audience itself. Then we'll talk about how to establish that your business is indeed viable, at least to do so rhetorically. Fortunately, a lot of businesses fail before their 5th year, so we need to convince our audience that you actually have a good chance of succeeding. We'll talk about the desirability, the importance of communicating to people that people actually want to invest in your business. This is something that society wants. This is something that customers want. Tell you how to talk about feasibility. In other words, can you, with your current knowledge and resource constraints, actually execute this business? And if the answer is no, what you can do about that to get your potential judges or your audience interested in supporting your business. I'll talk about the importance of having ethics in your business, and that's also important for investors. And then we'll talk about the importance of doing things that are actually legal with your business itself. Now what you'll notice is kind of throughout all of these videos, I got some quotes that I've written down I think that really illustrate the points, and these are quotes from real business pitches that I've observed. And then I'll also talk about some more generalized examples to kind of help you follow along. So I spent a lot of time with examples in addition to explaining the basic principles themselves. Great. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this introduction. As a reminder, if you like this video or any of the videos on my channel, definitely give me a thumbs up and a likes. You can also subscribe in the link down below. And of course, if you have any questions, as always, just put them in the comments down below here. And I normally try to respond within a couple of days. All right, great. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.